Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to today's show, where we're diving into some wild, unexpected moves happening in the business world. I'm talking nuclear reactors from Amazon, the Federal Trade Commission finally helping you ditch those annoying subscriptions, luxury brands like Louis Vuitton struggling to stay fancy, and Morgan Stanley making bank like it's no big deal. So buckle up, because these stories are a roller coaster, and I promise it's going to be more fun than your 9-to-5 grind. We're going to break it all down in a way that makes sense and keeps you entertained. All right, ready to jump in? Let's get started. So, Amazon, the giant behind your Prime packages, is jumping into nuclear energy. Yes, you heard that right, nuclear energy. This is not about blowing up cities, it is about powering Amazon's operations sustainably. With data centers guzzling energy like your phone sucks down battery life when you're binge-watching all day, Amazon has a massive electricity bill. To solve this, Amazon is betting on small modular reactors, known as SMRs, to power its data centers. SMRs are the trendy new thing in nuclear power, smaller and supposedly safer than traditional nuclear plants, like comparing an iPhone to those massive brick phones from the 90s. Here is the kicker. Amazon is throwing down over $500 million to make this happen, teaming up with Kairos Power, a company working on innovative reactor technology. They are not alone either. Tech big dogs like Google and Microsoft are also playing in this nuclear sandbox. Why? Well, these companies need tons of energy, and renewable sources like solar and wind are just not enough to keep all those servers humming. Amazon aims to hit net zero carbon emissions by 2040, and nuclear, surprisingly, could be the clean, steady power source they need. Sure, nuclear energy has baggage, meltdowns, waste issues, but SMRs promise to solve these problems with advanced tech. Still, some skeptics are out there, and let us not forget, nuclear projects often face delays and ballooning costs. But for Amazon, the risk might be worth it if it helps them stay ahead of the competition and keep that Prime button glowing. So, what do you think? Will nuclear energy save the tech world from a power crisis or just cause a bigger mess? Let us talk about something everyone can relate to: subscriptions. You know, those sneaky little traps that you sign up for and then forget about until you notice your bank account leaking $5 a month for something you never use. Well, the Federal Trade Commission is stepping in to save the day with their new click-to-cancel rule. Finally, right? No more digging through obscure menus or calling customer service just to stop paying for something you do not want. It is as simple as one click, like deleting that old playlist you are embarrassed about. This rule, which the FTC just finalized, applies to everything from streaming services to gym memberships. The idea is to stop companies from making it easier to sign up than it is to cancel. It is about time. Under this new rule, companies will have to provide an easy online way to cancel subscriptions, just as easy as it was to sign up. The FTC calls this putting an end to subscription traps, a practice we all know too well. This rule is great news for consumers, but businesses are not too happy about it. Some argue that it will hurt their ability to retain customers. Boo-hoo. Maybe if they were not so shady in the first place, they would not need to worry about it. Meanwhile, Lina Khan, the chair of the FTC, is leading the charge on this, making sure the new rules go into effect smoothly. She is like the modern-day Robin Hood, fighting for us little guys, trying to take the hassle out of managing subscriptions. So, what subscription are you canceling first? LVMH, the massive luxury brand behind names like Louis Vuitton and Dior, is not feeling so fancy these days. Why? China, the world's second biggest economy, is slowing down, and that is hitting LVMH where it hurts, in their wallets. People in China are not splurging on high-end bags and watches as much as they used to, and it is causing LVMH's sales to slump. This is not just a small dip. LVMH's shares have taken a real hit, wiping billions off the company's value. Bernard Arnault, the billionaire behind LVMH, is probably not too thrilled about this. His net worth has taken a big haircut too, losing several billion dollars overnight. But hey, at least he still has a few yachts and mansions to console himself with. So, what's going on? China's economy is not bouncing back as fast as people hoped after the pandemic, and consumers there are holding back on luxury spending. This has hit LVMH hard, and since China makes up a big chunk of their market, it is a serious problem. And it is not just LVMH feeling the pain. Other luxury brands are sweating too. Some people are wondering if LVMH can bounce back, or if this is just the start of a bigger downturn for luxury brands. Arnault might have to rethink his strategy in China, or start praying for an economic miracle. So, do you think the luxury market will recover, or is it time for these brands to panic? Morgan Stanley is making it rain. The investment bank just posted some seriously impressive profits, mostly thanks to its wealth management division. If you are thinking, Well, that sounds boring. Think again. This is Wall Street flexing its muscle. After a rough patch earlier this year, with deal-making drying up, Morgan Stanley has turned things around by focusing on managing rich people's money, and apparently, that is paying off big time. We are talking billions in profit, and they are giving credit to their wealth management business for that. You know, all those financial advisors telling the ultra-wealthy where to stash their cash? Yeah, that is where the money is coming from. Deal-making may have slowed down, but rich people still need their fortunes managed, and Morgan Stanley is cashing in on that. But it is not just wealth management. The bank is also starting to see signs that deal-making might be coming back to life. This is good news because big mergers and acquisitions are a huge part of what investment banks do, and when that dries up, so do their profits. Now that the economy is starting to look a little less shaky, companies are feeling more confident about making big moves again. Morgan Stanley's stock is up, their executives are probably popping champagne, and their investors are grinning ear to ear. But here is the real question. Will the deal-making continue to pick up? Or is this just a short-term win for Morgan Stanley? And that's the tea for today, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the ride as much as I did. If you want to keep up with more hot takes on the business world and all the crazy things these companies get up to, make sure to hit that subscribe button because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Oh, and before you go, we've got a little treat for you. Stay tuned because up next is the song we composed about today's news. Yeah, we're taking this to the next level with some music. So sit back, relax, and vibe out to this track. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Amazon's making moves, going nuclear is clear. Big data centers need more power every year. They're investing $500 million in reactors, small to keep those servers running. No blackout at all. Small modular reactors, SMR's the name. A cleaner way to power, playing a new game. They're teaming up with Kairos, with Google by their side. Going carbon neutral, it's a future ride. Nuclear energy's back in style, don't you know? Amazon's betting big, they're ready to go. Small reactors, big dreams, clean energy for the streams. Amazon's on the rise, chasing carbon-free skies. Powering the future one step at a time. With nuclear reactors, they're ready to shine. Meanwhile, the FTC's on a mission, making it easy for consumers, no more suspicion. They passed a rule to make things right. Cancel subscriptions with a single click, that's tight. No more hidden traps or endless roundarounds. Just hit that button, subscriptions going down. Streaming services, magazines, all in line. The rule's gonna make sure everything's fine. Louis Vuitton's got your back, making it fair. Click and cancel, no more pulling your hair. Click to cancel, no more fuss. FTC stepping up for all of us. No more charges you didn't know. One click and you're good to go. Over at LVMH, things ain't so bright. Luxury's feeling the pinch, things aren't right. China sales have started to slow, and Arnault's fortune's taking a blow. Louis Vuitton and Dior brand so grand, but the market's cooling, it's out of their hands. Stocks are dropping, the sector's feeling the weight. Luxury's struggling, but it's not too late. They're shifting gears, looking for the next boom, but for now there's trouble in the luxury room. LVMH, luxury's crown, but in China sales are slowing down. Stocks are sliding, fortunes too. Luxury's hit a bump, it's true. From Amazon's nuclear bet to luxury's fall, the market's always changing, affecting us all. The FTC's got rules to keep things clear. Cancel with a click, now there's nothing to fear. Morgan Stanley's riding high, making that cash. Deal making's back, bringing in the stash. Wealth management's on fire, profits soaring. Banking's booming, no signs of boring. Third quarter earnings beat expectations. Their wealth arms leading the celebrations. From trading floors to Wall Street's heights, Morgan Stanley's having some good nights. The market's swinging, but they're holding steady. Morgan Stanley's ready, deal flows plenty. Morgan Stanley rising fast, deal making fat, wealth's built to last. The profits grow, the markets climb, the cashing in, it's their time. From nuclear power to luxury's pain, to banking success and FTC's gain, the world keeps turning, stories unfold. Big moves in business, the future's bold. So listen close, keep up the pace. These are the stories shaping today's space.